Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great, great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this, coming from Jim Cramer. If you own crypto, I think you're an idiot. Well, I always thought Jim Cramer was a bit of an idiot, but that's besides the point. Cramer says to sell all of your crypto and stuff it in a JP Morgan bank. Are you kidding me? I feel that we're about ready to really take off on a bull run because every time this guy talks, you could expect the opposite to happen. And I don't know why he's so against crypto all of a sudden. So this is coming from T's Crypto Spot. Now this addresses three pieces of FUD that we've talked about in the past on this channel, but people are still bringing this up all over crypto Twitter. I'm addressing skeptic points one more final time regarding these theories, private versus public. It doesn't matter if every bank in the world has a private ledger with a CBDC or other token as its native token. From a payments perspective, they'll need liquidity. I've always said it from day one. That on-demand liquidity is what's going to give XRP its real value. This means that ultimately at some point those private ledgers will have to interface with either Stellar's blockchain or the mainnet XRP ledger environment for liquidity utility purposes. And I feel every country at some point is going to need that on-demand liquidity. The world's going to fall into a massive liquidity crisis. It's just a matter of time. But as far as Stellar, I feel anywhere that they utilize Ripple and XRP, they're going to utilize Stellar and XLM. A lot of people are really overlooking XLM, but I feel it's going to be high-valued stablecoin in the future. Core. Now, this is a big one because people have asked me to talk about Core. Then they said, is Core a replacement to XRP? Let's take a look. It's designed for DeFi, dApp, and smart contract function while providing interoperability from its platform to other blockchains, DLTs. It is not a derivatives platform, nor a liquidity-based asset platform, nor is it an agnostic bridge and exchange mechanism like an XRP. Coreum is a solid project, but it will not be more valuable than XRP. Core is also a non-competitor to the XRP or XRP ledger. They are inherently different from a utilities perspective. So let's stop that irresponsible rhetoric that Core, that's not liquidity rooted, will surpass XRP. Again, there's not going to be an alternative to XRP. People keep going and looking for something that looks like XRP, maybe works kind of like XRP, but they're still missing the point. It comes down to that ODL. In simple terms, we will see every institution with private ledgers. All will eventually connect to a mainnet environment and payments that are generated from said private ledgers. Point of origin with interface with a high-priced, non-volatile, global stablecoin on a liquidity DLT. And there's not going to be two prices for the public ledger and the private ledger. The XRP is going to have one price for both. XRP2. Now, I talked about this in the past. People are still talking about this. They said, there's two XRPs. Which one should I invest in? XRP2 is simply a subsidiary of Ripple. It's not some secret token that's going to knock off XRP, and this was already covered in the FinCEN ruling years ago. Even David Schwartz said there's no second XRP. If you think that the private ledger has a hidden token that serves as the private ledger's native token that will be at a higher price than the bridge facilitating it within a mainnet environment, you may not understand how to read technical docs, and I'm willing to help out. When that happens, the CBDC that serves as the private ledger's native token will not be at a higher price than the agnostic bridge token designed to facilitate and convert said CBDC within the mainnet public interface environment. XRP is always going to be the trust layer. I feel every country at some point is going to utilize it in between two CBDCs. It's just a matter of time. I feel whatever alternative JP Morgan's coming up with or anyone else out there is going to fail. It's all going to come down to that ODL. It's just, I feel it's going to start sometime next year. So, boom, Ripple noted that fiat-based RippleNet customers are upgrading to ODL in Australia, Brazil, Singapore, the UAE, the UK, and the US. And the United States is not going to get left behind. I feel they're working hard behind the scenes. We just don't see the big announcements that are coming out of other countries. But this goes beyond the banks. As we see here, a Deloitte survey found that nearly 75% of retailers plan to accept crypto payments within 2 years. Learn how enterprises can gain a competitive advantage by preparing their businesses for a crypto future. You got to remember, it's not just banks, it's going to be business utilizing crypto as well. There's going to be payments, so many payments throughout the world. And between XRP and XLM, that's why they have to be at that high stable value. So in a 2022 survey by Deloitte, nearly 75% of retailers reported their plans to accept crypto payments within the next 2 years. Now, an additional study showed 40% of customers that pay with crypto are new to the merchant and purchase amounts are twice that of credit card purchases. So people that use crypto spend more money. They buy more things. Further, crypto-enabled payments can provide beneficial by reducing transaction costs, settling in mere seconds compared to legacy systems, which can often take days to settle. The growth in stablecoins, a digital asset whose value is pegged to a fiat currency, is set to further accelerate the adoption of crypto payments. Stablecoins serve as a low-cost alternative to traditional payment methods such as credit cards, and due to their fast settlement times, are a compelling payment option for merchants and small businesses who are often kept waiting days for credit card transactions to process. It's almost like when you use your debit card. You buy something on a Friday and it doesn't settle in your bank until Monday. And if it's a 3-day weekend, sometimes Tuesday. Well, merchants are dealing with the same problems. Crypto fixes this. XRP fixes this. XLM fixes this. Our SEC begs court not to disclose Hinman documents, threatens appeal. Now, I feel that we're never going to see those Hinman documents. Somehow, someway, the SEC is going to keep that out of the public eye. But this case needs to wrap up soon because I feel this has to happen before ISO. Think about it. XRP is going to need regulatory clarity to be utilized in that new financial system. And there's no way the U.S. is going to get left behind. That's what makes me think this case is just a delay mechanism. The same way a lot of other people feel about it. They feel like it's staged and it was meant to happen to hold back XRP until the right time. The Boston Fed and MIT announced today that Project Hamilton is now complete. The open CBDC code base provides a resource to evaluate design choices and ensure that a potential future CBDC could serve the public interest. So now they're saying that Project Hamilton's complete. And they say here, however, the U.S. ultimately does not have any definitive plans for a CBDC, meaning that Project Hamilton may be given room to grow despite any challenges. They're always trying to say that they're trying to delay. They're going to hold back. They're going to wait. But then you see how the rest of the world's moving very fast. There's no way the U.S. is going to sit on the sidelines and let the rest of the world move ahead in innovation. I'm just not seeing it. Now, I talked in a video yesterday about that $1.7 trillion omnibus bill. And I want to mention this. AOC was the lone Democrat to vote against a $1.7 trillion omnibus bill. I don't agree with anything that AOC usually says, but I do agree with her on this. It was a smart move on her part. 18 Republicans in the Senate voted for a blowout spending package in order to avoid having to negotiate with members of their own party in the House. The incompetence of the GOP is beyond words. And it's both sides, really. They could have done something better with this money. Think about it. How many Americans are really suffering right now because of inflation? It's hard for them to put food on their tables. Maybe they could have put out a stimulus package before Christmas. If they're going to waste this money anyway, why not give it back to the American people? That's what I hate about paying taxes to this government. You pay your taxes, you do the right thing, and then you watch your money get squandered away like it's nothing. And yet the country is in a massive amount of debt. What are we at? $31 trillion and growing. Then we see this, the illusion of free choice. You see left and right, and at the end, there's the slaughterhouse. And I feel that people on both sides that are looking at these politicians, people get fired up about things politicians say. Right now, we have crypto regulations coming in the near future. A lot of representatives look like they're on board with crypto. They want to keep crypto around. They want to use that innovation. Other people want to get rid of crypto. You got to vote for whoever because at this point, both sides are in the wrong. We've seen that through the fall of FTX. Money got filtered to both the Democratic and Republican parties. So who is really right? Neither one of them are right, in my opinion. But with that said, I hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas Eve. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.